This is the BGG Climbers list for the week ending 11/10/2021. This list is put together every week by Michael Alexander. I'll include links in the description below if you want to subscribe and take a look at the actual list. So let's get into it with the notable followers, which there are a number this week. We'll start with Barrage. So it looks like Barrage is probably peaking around 44, 43. Maybe it'll move up, maybe it'll stay about the same, but I think that that's around where it's going to get to without some expansion or some new life into it. Endemic Legacy Season 2 has clearly peaked. It's already fallen 7.69%, and it's probably going to continue to fall, I think, with Season 0 coming out. There's maybe some renewed interest to play it, but it does seem like, in general, the Bayesian average is dropping, which means people that are playing it are not as as enthusiastic for this one as they were with Season 1 and Season 0. In my opinion, of those two, Season 0 is far and away a better game. It's really a refined Legacy experience. I highly recommend it to anyone that likes Pandemic and wants to play a cooperative Legacy game. It is a really good time. Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition looks like it's peaked. I think it leveled off around 35. I don't remember exactly, but now it's falling. It's getting older. I think it's an excellent game. I think it's a really good take on the Arkham horror genre, and I think it's probably my favorite Arkham horror game. Orleans has peaked and is falling. This game has really stood the test of time. This thing's been out for so many years, and it is an amazing bag building game. Really simply amazing. And Wingspan. So this was a huge hit that came out a number of years ago. It was such a big hit. I mean, look at this. 52,000 rings. That is enormous for a single game to get. It's a really good looking game with an approachable theme and a solid execution. No doubt that this belongs on the top 100 and will be on there for quite a long time. So the sub 10 games, let's take a look at a couple here. So one of note is World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King. This is getting pretty good ratings for Pandemic. I guess it's got a kind of like the Cthulhu-esque game in it. I haven't bought a Pandemic non-legacy game in quite a while, but I am going to pick this one up. I am looking forward to it because it's kind of World of Warcraft theme, which I like the whole World of Warcraft idea. I played the game very briefly a number of years ago, but I still like the idea of the World of Warcraft, and I think it will work well in the Pandemic setting. Itoku, which was a heavier Euro, it's doing well. I don't think this one's going to get into the top 100, though. It's not getting strong enough ratings still. It is a good-looking game. Maybe it's not as approachable as people wanted, and it's probably going to fall some more as more people pick it up. Dinosaur World, it's doing well, but it's trailing off a little bit. So this one might actually, I thought for sure this was going to be the top 100. It may actually struggle to get in there. It's not getting quite as strong a reception as the original Dinosaur Island. Maybe the theme is a little bit different, or some of the mechanisms aren't as approachable. I don't know exactly. But it was a big Kickstarter. It's just, it may struggle to end up in the top 100. Canopy. So this was an amazing looking game, amazing looking Kickstarter. It's started off, I guess, medium strong, but it's picked up a little bit of oomph in the last week. So let's see. We'll keep an eye out on this one. And let's see. Arc Nova. So we looked at this one. This one looks to be a really strong Euro card game. One of the comments is the same. Actually, I was reading through it. One of the comments that people had is, why did they have to, why do these games that turn out to be really popular or really strong mechanisms and gameplay, they use really kind of marginal graphics design? And I mean, the cover looks good, but the rest of the game is very bland, and it's got the whole terraforming Mars picture thing going on, which isn't great. But this one is doing really well. I do want to get a chance to play this. It looks like a solid game. Number 10 is Messina 1347. So this is the latest Vladimir Suki game, and it's doing well. I mean, it's not surprising. He's a very acclaimed designer, but it's actually it started off a little bit weaker. Maybe the Suki fans or the the biggest fans didn't like it as much, but this week it's doing well. I think we'll have to see how this one continues to do. My favorite game so far of his is Pulsar 2849, but we might see this one climb up into the top 100 as well. I think that one was in the top 100 at one point. I don't know for sure. Number 9, Imperial Steam. So we haven't looked at this one before, so let's take a quick look. So Imperial Steam, it's a Euro game with a lot of wooden pieces, and I think I like the colors. I like some of the artwork on the cards. The board is kind of unusual looking. I don't know if it just doesn't look as good in the pictures, but it is getting a decent number of, or I guess, solid ratings. It's another heavy Euro from Capstone Games, who have really put out a lot of great heavy Euros lately. Contracts, market, network, and route building, pick and deliver, turn-based, stat-based. Interesting. Well, we'll have to see this one. I don't know, strategic yet accessible with a weight of 3.86. I'm not sure that those two words go together, but it does look interesting. It's another train game. Looks like route building with some pick up and deliver mechanisms. I don't know if that's, I mean, route building is popular, but pick up and deliver is not typically popular in a heavy Euro type setting. But I'm interested to see how this does in the next few weeks. So that is Imperial Steam, number 9. Number 8 is Radland. So this is a really cool looking game. I don't think it would fit my personal, I guess, interests in gaming, but it is doing really well. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one. This one may be, I mean, it's got very high ratings with 233. So let's see. I do like the look of the game, though. I think the artistic design was really well done. Number 7 is Living Forest. So Living Forest is starting off, I guess, a little bit weak, but we're only at 133 ratings, so that it could turn it around. So this is, I don't know the designer. I do like, and actually the weight is 2.13, so it's kind of a lighter medium weight game. Deck, bag, and pool building, push your luck, simultaneous action selection, and tile placement. Okay. So the artwork I like a lot. Let's see. What? This must have been at Essen, maybe? Yeah, maybe Essen. I really like the artwork on the cards. Yeah, here. The board, not so much. And I'm never a big fan of these cardboard stand-ups, but I do like the artwork on them. I really love this, like how these cards look. That's, I think, the focal point of the design. This board is kind of a little bit bland, but I do like the little creatures on it. I think it works. That's interesting. So I guess we'll have to see on this one. Its rating is not starting off super strong, but you know, it might have a chance at doing well as more people get their hands on. So that's number 7, Living Forest. Number 6 is Crew Mission Deep Sea. So this one is doing phenomenally well. I'll probably play it on Board Game Arena at some point. I just think that The Crew was an amazing game. It's a really fun cooperative game that you can play in a few games at a time and really get into it. This one is for sure going to be in the top 100. It looks like it's even doing better than The Crew, which is impressive. It just shows how amazing this system was that they developed. Number 5, Welcome to the Moon. So we've also looked at this one. So this is a new version of Welcome to, which I never thought I would want to buy a new version of Welcome to. I didn't have any interest in buying the new Vegas one or the floor plan or anything like that. But Welcome to the Moon looks like something I might want to pick up. I really like the Welcome To system. I like the graphics design in this. I think it looks like some unique gameplay mechanisms in it, instead of like Welcome To had maps where you had like zombies and other things that were a little bit different, but this looks like some really unique stuff going on in terms of the flip and right genre, which has been a little bit weak lately, but maybe this one will revive it, or at least put out another solid game. So that's Welcome to the Moon. I do think if it continues getting these higher ratings, it will definitely be in the top 100. I think Welcome To is one of the few roll and writes. If it's not in the top 100, it's got to be close. Number 4 is Boon Lake. So this is the latest Alexander Pfister game. I was really excited for this one. So this one started off a little bit weaker than I was kind of hoping, but it's staying very steady, which is good, I guess. So this one is a American West civilization, economic exploration, farming. It's got bias, contracts, in-game bonuses, follow a hexagonal grid. One thing with this game is it's like a... I guess Alexander Pfister likes the American West games. I do like that they did a dual layer board, which is something that Maracaibo really, in my opinion, could have used. But, and I think the artwork looks okay. It's not amazing. I actually like the box artwork a lot. I think this box artwork looks really cool. I think we'll have to see. I mean, Alexander Pfister is a designer that I found his games can be amazing. Like, for example, Great Western Trail is simply an amazing game. They can also be mediocre, or maybe even not so great. So I think this is going to land in either the mediocre or the great. I'm always hoping for that great game to show up again. So let's see with this. We'll need some more weeks to see how it does, just as more people get a chance to play this. I mean, only 154 people. Given that Alexander Pfister is a top-tier designer, this one will get a lot of plays pretty quickly once it's available. That's number 4, Boon Lake. Number 3, Unsettled. So this is a game that I don't even know how I didn't see it when it was on Kickstarter. I assume there'll be a second Kickstarter with an expansion, and unfortunately, probably a higher price point with the production costs going up, production and shipping costs going up. But this is Blue Orange Games' latest game. It's got an unusual box shape. If I remember right, it's got like little boxes inside. And it's going on this survival genre in space, which there's been a number of games. There's going to be even more coming out. I like the trades. I like the artwork. I don't know. These minis I think are okay, but I really like the dual layer boards, and I love the graphics design in the game. I think it looks very futuristic. So, yeah, cool. And it's cooperative, which I think is a genre that is approachable for most people. And, you know, I go between playing competitive and cooperative games. I enjoy cooperative for the cooperation aspects as well as the puzzle that it usually brings. So a cooperative game will usually have some sort of puzzle. Hopefully this is an interesting puzzle. And let's just look at the comments real quick. So rules a bit messy, but very thematic, fun first experience. So maybe some poorly written rules. Too much of a puzzle. Couple of missteps and you've wasted too much time to meet your goal. 2 planets. Simple quarterbacking. Best co-op puzzle. Top quality components. Yeah, I mean, yeah, from a co-op puzzle type game, I actually really prefer the Unlock series. But we'll have to see. This one might be okay, although if really the challenge is based on your time limit, that makes it a little bit less fun. At least for me. So that's number 3, Unsettled. I do think this is probably going to end up in the top 100, given how strong the ratings have been. And Blue Orange Nebulas, Blue Orange Nebula or just Orange Nebula? Let's Orange Nebula. Blue Orange Games and Orange Nebula. Orange Nebula Games track record of putting out solid games. Number 2 is Great Western Trail 2nd Edition. So I don't even really have to say it. This one will almost certainly end up in the top 100 at some point. Great Western Trail is in the top 100. This is a 2nd edition of it. I don't even know if the game really needed a 2nd edition, but it has one now. As I mentioned before, I'm really looking forward to the New Zealand and Argentina versions of this. So that's number 2, Great Western Trail, 2nd edition. And number 1 is Seven Wonders Architects. So this must be, more people are getting their hands on it. You know, there's a lot of Seven Wonders fans. I don't think this one's going to end up in the top 100. I don't actually know what changes are here that people aren't finding as interesting. It could even be that Seven Wonders is just getting a little old. My favorite version of Seven Wonders is Seven Wonders Duel. A simply phenomenal game that I think is going to be a top 2-player game for, you know, could maybe even be 100 years. It's really that solid. So there you have it. That is the BGG Climbers for the week ending 11/10/2021. If you like this video, please like it, please subscribe, and please take a look at our other videos. Thank you.